everyone. Good morning. Well, it's about 5 of 9, and I'll be watching for potential news headlines to come out at 9. But we do have some, we've already had some trades this morning, ALLG and CELZ. I'm up 4,400 on the day. Reminder for those tuning in on YouTube for the morning show that my results are not typical and that trading is risky and most beginner traders lose money. So trade cautiously. CELZ right now is our leading gapper. It's a bit extended and keeps showing topping tails. We did have a nice break over 3 up to 320, but I'm waiting for it to like open up in a sort of bit of a bigger way. It keeps kind of opening up a little bit and then pulling back, and then opening up a little bit and then pulling back. It's got a trigger at 388 that gives, actually there's a gap from 388 to 395, and then from 395 there's room up to 4. So that's a spot on the daily chart that we'll want to watch, but it's a little bit extended at the moment. So we'll see how we can manage risk on it. ALLG, I lost 1,300 on. Tried to take a trade through VWAP here as it started to squeeze up. Got caught in this drop. So at this point, I'm probably not going to go back for it unless it gets back through 1211, the highs. But it's good that we're seeing things hold, and we did yesterday as well. LLL was our momentum stock yesterday, which was quite nice. So this morning it seems to be CELZ. The question, I suppose, will be whether or not it can really open up in a big way. So the high back here of these candles was 13. So we'll keep kind of taking small stabs here and there on it, but ultimately we probably, I don't know, it's just a tricky 5-minute because it's a little extended. You can see up here. So I'm not really sure the best entry at the moment. So I'm flat. I'm not in any position right now. I'm just watching. Volume weight average price is 289. So 289 would be a nice spot for a dip. Buy off the volume weight average price, maybe. Second leading gapper this morning is LBPS. This one has pulled back a little bit, so I'm not interested in that right now. CERX, this one's a little cheap, needs to get back over VWAP. Yeah, I agree, ALLG if it can get over 12. It's a blue sky setup over 1340, and pre-market it actually came up to 1345, so we know it has some potential if it starts to open up, but I just don't know if we'll see that potential realized on it today. And what we would need to see on CELZ is it pull away and start to move really quickly. The float is pretty low, about 6 million shares, but it's kind of in a little consolidation right here. Those tuning in on YouTube, if you enjoy the morning show, please hit the thumbs up. Makes a huge difference for the channel, and I would love for you to share the broadcast with a couple of friends if you wouldn't mind. So let's see. So I think we're due for a bit of a pullback down towards volume weight average price, which right now is at 90. The low of this candle was 93. If it breaks 93, then we might pull back a little bit more. Yeah, I see USO coming up a bit, and that's good. It's still off of the high of 87. S&P 500 is pulling back just a little bit, but not bad. of this candle there is 13. So back to that resistance area. We'll watch for another pullback to 3. It's a bit top heavy with that candle back there. Nice, Alex. Good work. Nice profit already this morning. Good job. So notice how we're kind of underneath this level right here. It's like support, and then we sort of broke below it, and now we're having a hard time getting back above it. That could be an issue. No, nothing really at 9 a.m. But that's okay. So the high of that candle is 11. So you see we're coming into a little bit of resistance here at the ascending trend line. That's okay. Just waiting for a good opportunity. So the last pullback was 297. Morning, Trey. So now we're getting a little bit of a pullback. We've got our 20 moving average here. Volume weighted average price is around 90. I would try with small size, small share size, yeah. Nice job off of 3. Nice bounce. So our high a day is 320. Certainly would like to see that level break. So we've come into a little bit of a lighter volume period here. Let's see if we can get pullback entries around 3. It's kind of funny because it's definitely got some sellers stacked up. I'm curious if we'll see a drop back down towards the volume weighted average price. So there's 302. Starter there for me at 306. I'm going to add at 310 and 312. Add it at 310, adding at 312. And I'm going to add at 315. I'm going to start to look for a squeeze up to 320. So what we're looking for is the break of 315. New order goes at 320. Add it at $3.10. So my back of mind target on this is if we squeeze through 320, that we could see a move up to 325, 350. So if we break 20, I'd be adding at 25, 35, 45 to start to ride that ascension higher. Given that we had some really good momentum the last couple days, I think, and this is our leading gapper, I think we've got a good chance at it. So watching up here to keep adding at 14, 15, 16. So watching. Added at 313, another 1,500 shares. Looking to add at 14 and 15. Added at 15. So now I'm looking for a squeeze up to 16 and 17. Holding at 307 average. Watching to add back on a dip. Reducing size for the next attempt. Watching for a dip. Bought the no fill. Tried to buy on the bid, no fill. High of this candle is 12. Holding smaller size right now. Added at 309 to buy the dip for the retest of 311 and 312. Back to flat at 309. No, not trading GME. Add it back at 13. We'll add at 16 there, at 17 and 18. I'm going to keep trading this for the breakthrough 320. As this keeps ascending higher, we're looking for it to squeeze through that level and then pull away. Adding at 20. Next adds 25. Watching for the break at 25. Added there at 22. Adding at 23. Now we look for 24, 25, and if we can pull away from this level, we're going to look for 35 and 45. Not pulling away, back to flat at 13. New order goes at 25. So it ends up being basically a double top. Gave back, I don't know, 200 bucks on that trade. What we need is for it to start to pull away. High was 23 and I added at 23. We'll see, maybe it'll open up at the bell. We've got about 12 minutes to the opening bell. I don't see anything that looks more obvious to me. Well, the 5-minute is all green, right? So that is good. But yeah, you're right. The 1-minute candle there being red is not great. We'll see. That was the breakout, but we didn't squeeze through 25 up to 35 and 40. So with 10 minutes to the bell, GameStop, yeah, I'm pulling back a little bit. The thing with these types of stocks is that usually I'll keep kind of trading them until they either start to really open up or they just fade so much that it's not worth trading them anymore. So like up here, you know, again, watching, so added right there, and we'll add at 30. So see how it's starting to pull away? So now adding at 35, and I'll add at 45 and 50. We're looking for the squeeze on this up to 350. So adding right there at 39, we'll add at 40. Now we're starting to pull away. This is what we want to see. There's 41. New order goes at 45. Holding 11,000 shares. Dip trade at 38, bought the dip. Now looking for that pop through 39 and 40. Can we get 45 and a break through 50? Holding 13,000 shares and looking for the squeeze through 40. This is the thing. You never know when you're going to get that big candle. And if you don't keep trading it, you could miss it. Adding at 36 to buy the dip. So we're looking for the squeeze through 40. Now short sellers are going to start to get squeezed as this breaks through the high of 43. So watch 343, 345 for the squeeze over 350. If we could break that level, then we're looking for 360, 370, and a move up to $4. Adding at 41, we'll add at 43 and 45. So I'm actively trading the range, looking for the squeeze. Back to flat for right now at 38 and 36. Watching for the next dip. High of this candle's 43. So some people would just hold through the whole move. Like I got in, took profit, added a little back, took some profit, and I'm back to flat. Other people would just hold through this whole thing to look for the move up to like 350 or 4 or whatever. I'm much more active. I get in, I take my profit, I get back in, I get out, get back in. So new order is at 351 to give it a little offset. Watching first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So even though I chased that a little bit, brought my average up a little high, once it started to open up, that was the moment where I wanted to start to add. So we've only got 6 minutes to the bell, and now we've got high volume right here. Added at 37. Now looking for first 1 minute candle to make a new high for an add at 41 and 42. Watching, added at 41, adding at 43, adding at 44, and look to add at 45 and 47 on the way up to 350. So this is the setup that I really like trading. This is a gap and go setup. We're looking for the break through 350 and then 360. Watch for adds at 47 and 48. There's 45. Watch 46. There's 46 coming up. 46. Adding at 46. Looking for the add at 47 and 48. Adding at 47. Now looking for the move through 50, the $0.50. Buying the dip at 45. So we're going to look for this to squeeze through 350. Then over 55, add for a move up to 360, 375. This is a gap and go trade. Added right there at 50, adding at 53. And I'm going to look to start sizing up for the move up to 360. High a day volume is on this candle. It's up 100%. There we go. Adding at 55. Now we're looking for 56 and a squeeze up to 65 and 75. So these are the type that I'm aggressive on. I'm going to add one more time there, 55. I'm looking for 56, 57. Holding 12,000 shares right now at 44 average. New orders at 56. Needs to break that level. Holding 6,000 shares, taking a little profit off the table. Looks like there's a hidden buy. No, maybe not. Let's see. We've got 5 minutes to the bell. Watching for another dip. Holding 3,000 shares. High of that candle was 56. My average is 44. I'm surprised that didn't, as it broke through the $0.50, didn't rip right up to the 60s. So, I mean, it's a good observation on this one that it's a little thicker. For whatever reason, it's giving us range, but not as much as I was kind of hoping. So nice break there from 23 up to 350, 356. That's good. We're up 102%. We got a top at 356 with a small doji. Red candle forming now. We're back below the $0.50, which is psychological support. So at this point, first candle to make a new high, be back over 50. I'll dip at 44 there, add it at 44. Looking for the 10-second curling at 48 and 49, back over 50. You know, the back of mind target on this would be trying to get long so I can be holding for a halt up at the open. If we halt up at the open at 375 or 380, and then we open higher, we could easily see $4. So how can I position myself to be in a trade there? Well, first 1 minute candle to make a new high right here is going to be around 49.50. So I'm already getting a starter position, and I'm looking to add over 51.52. We've got about 3 minutes to the opening bell. So 10-second chart, 49 is where I want to see it break. Get back over the $0.50. There's 46. There's 47. So first candle to make a new high is 49. Added at 45 to buy the dip again. Still looking for the break through 49. Got about 20 million shares of volume on this right now. Added again at 45. You saw that buyer, that seller got bought up pretty quick. So let's see if we get the break through 48 and 49. First candle to make a new high. There's 48. There's 50. There's 50. Good. Little profit. New order goes at 60. Double top would be 56. Reducing a little size. High of that candle was 53. Down to small size. Watching for another pullback. Volume's declining a little bit. High of this 5-minute candle is 53. We've got 2 minutes to the bell. So Warrior Pro students, we're going to keep trading at the open. We'll see how much profit we can squeeze out of this. Right now I'm up $15,355.45 on CELZ, up 102%. This is a gap and go trade. Those of you on YouTube, if you want to learn more about gap trading, let me give you a link right here. Let's see. All right, check out this video right there. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Give a thumbs up if you haven't already. Really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on YouTube back here first thing tomorrow morning. Watching 4 trades at the open and a squeeze up. Reminders always, YouTube, trading is risky. Most beginner traders lose money, so take it slow. My results are not typical.